Today we're diving into something that isn't always talked about openly in meditation circles, but I think needs to be. It's the guilt that we sometimes attach to our thoughts when we're meditating. You know the experience. You sit down to meditate, you close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and then, seemingly out of nowhere, your brain starts doing what it always does, thinking. You remember a conversation from yesterday. You start planning dinner. You imagine an argument you might have next week. You start judging yourself for everything from how you're sitting to how you're living. And just like that, you're out of your breath and deep in your head. Now here's where it gets interesting. The thoughts themselves, those are not the problem. That's just the mind doing its job. But then something sneaky creeps in, guilt. The feeling that I shouldn't be thinking this, or I'm bad at meditating, or worse, what's wrong with me? And when we start attaching guilt to those thoughts, we move out of awareness and into judgment. Instead of observing the mind, we start attacking it, and ourselves. But here's something I want you to really hear. Having thoughts during meditation does not mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're alive, it means your brain is functioning, and it means you have something to work with. Let's break this down. Why thoughts are not the enemy. Meditation isn't about achieving a blank mind. That's a myth. It's about learning to observe our experience as it is, without trying to change it. It's about becoming aware of the thoughts that pass through and gently returning to whatever anchor we've chosen, like the breath, a mantra, or simply the present moment. Every time a thought arises and we notice it without judgment, that's a win. Every time we come back to the breath, that's a rep. That's the practice, not the stillness, the return. So the question isn't, how can I stop having thoughts? It's, can I let thoughts come and go without guilt, without attaching a story, without making it mean something about me? Let's talk about self-compassion here because it's crucial. Meditation isn't meant to be another thing we use to beat ourselves up. It's not a place for perfectionism. It's a space for kindness. When you're sitting and your mind wanders, because you know it will, try meeting yourself with the same softness you'd offer a friend. Oh, there's that thought again. That's okay, I can always come back. These simple affirmations can transform guilt into gentleness. They help train the mind, not just in presence, but in how we relate to ourselves moment by moment. And here's a reminder. The most important part of your meditation practice might not be the 10 minutes on the cushion. It might be the 10 seconds afterward, when you choose not to scold yourself for how it went. If guilt around your thoughts is something you struggle with, try this. When a thought arises during meditation, just notice it. Then gently name it. Like this, oh, that's planning, there's worry, judgment, memory, even guilt. Just the act of naming the thought helps create space between you and the thought. You realize, I am not this thought, I'm the awareness noticing it. That shift alone can be powerful. It keeps you from spiraling into self-blame and helps you stay grounded in presence. One of the most important truths is this: you cannot fail at meditation. Every time you sit, you're showing up for yourself. Every breath, every moment of awareness, no matter how brief, is part of the practice. There's no scorecard, no grades, no right or wrong. If your meditation was filled with thoughts and restlessness, but you noticed even one moment of presence, that's success. And if you sat in silence but judged yourself the whole time, that's also success, because now you've learned something about how your mind works. and you can bring compassion to that too. So, the next time you sit down to meditate and the thoughts start coming, and they will, I invite you to drop the guilt. Instead of resisting the thoughts, just welcome them like passing visitors. Acknowledge them. Thank them even. Then let them go. Because meditation isn't about creating some ideal version of yourself, it's about meeting yourself exactly as you are. And that includes the thoughts. That includes the noise. That includes the whole messy, beautiful mind. You are not your thoughts, and you are not guilty for having them. You're human, and that's enough. Thanks for sitting with me today. Until next time, be well, be gentle, and remember, every thought is just another chance to begin again.